We look like we're live. So, good afternoon. Welcome. My name is Brad Micklin. I'm the managing member of the Micklin Law Group, which is a law firm concentrated in men's and fathers' rights in divorce, custody, and family law issues, with offices in Montclair, New Jersey, and Nutley, New Jersey. Today is Tuesday, October 15th. It's 4 o'clock. As I always say, if you're watching this tip at any other time or in any other state than New Jersey, you always have to make sure that what I'm saying applies or still applies. Things change quickly, and every jurisdiction is different. Today is my daily tip where I give you just a short piece of advice about something that comes up often in family court matters. Today's tip is what to do when your motion is denied. And a motion, for those that may not know, is a written request to the court asking for something to be done or not to be done. It's generally the way that most things are accomplished in family court, and mostly, especially through divorces. So if you get if you file a motion and it gets denied, first thing you need to do is get the court order. There's almost always an order where the court writes up what the decision was, and sometimes they'll even give you a reason for it. What you need to first determine from the court order is whether the motion was denied with or without prejudice. More often than not, it's going to be without prejudice. If it does not say whether it is or is not with prejudice, then it's without prejudice. What that means is you can refile it. So again, if it's denied without prejudice, you can refile it. If it's denied with prejudice, you cannot. That's rare that it's denied with prejudice, but you need to confirm that. If it's denied without prejudice, or actually even if it's denied with prejudice, the first thing you need to do is figure out why. Quite often the order would give you some indication. More often than not, it's either you're simply not entitled to what you were asking for, or you didn't submit the right information or meet the right legal standard to get the relief that you wanted. Once you find out the reason why, you can then choose between 4 different options. You can either accept the fact that you didn't get it, actually 5. So you can accept it and just move on. You can refile it if it was without prejudice, and you can clear up whatever the error was. The third option is you can wait until another time to refile it because circumstances may change. If the reason why you were denied is some kind of circumstance that you can adapt or change in the future, then you can wait and then refile it. If you think the court made an error, your fourth option is to file what's called a reconsideration motion. That is generally going to be due within 20 days of the date you got the court order, and it's a very rigid date, so make sure that you file within that time frame. There are some motions that can be filed to reconsider after that time frame. I'm not going to get into it. It's too complicated for this message, and it's safer to rely on the 20 days anyway. And your last option, your fifth option, is to file an appeal. If it's a final order, you can file an appeal within 45 days from the date that you got the decision. Now, I know it's a lot of information in a daily tip. The reason I'm saying this is the most important part is to realize if it's without prejudice, and your best options are to go into the family court and either clear up what the issue was or wait until the issues or circumstances have changed and refile it. That is more likely to be the more successful route for most motions, but again, some are much more complicated, and that's why you have the other 3 options. I hope it's not too much information. I hope it does help you. If it does, please give a like and share the video so that others get to see it. You can subscribe so that you get notices when I'm online and when I do post, as well as you can message me from whatever platform you're watching, and I will answer any questions that you have or any suggestions for tips that you have in the future. With that, I'm going to sign off.